What is up, everyone? Coffee Break is back with another video. Happy Monday. And we have a couple of things to talk about, so let's just jump right in. Ginn Jr. calls it a career after 14 seasons in the NFL. Played 3 seasons with the 49ers during the Harbaugh era. I remember Ginn back in 2011, week 1 against the Seahawks. The 49ers were in a close game, and Ginn took a kick return to the house, and then shortly after that took a punt return to the house. That really set the tone for the year, in my opinion. You got to remember, at that time, we didn't know what we had in Harbaugh. We didn't know what we had just on the players alone. So just to have that win, it was huge at that time. The 49ers went on to have a 13-3 record and winning the division before the infamous loss in the NFC Championship game against the Giants. But that's besides the point. Congrats to Ginn Jr. in a nice NFL career. Now transitioning over to the next story. So another layer to the Brady injury story that broke last week, where it was reported that Brady played with a torn MCL. Now that may have been a legendary story for Brady, but the Bucs may be in a little bit of some hot water. The Buccaneers can face punishment for not reporting the Brady injury. In a story by CBS Sports, they wrote that if Brady did play hurt, he should have been listed in the injury report. From the league's handbook, and I quote, "All players who have reportable injuries must be listed on the practice report, even if the player takes all the reps in practice, and even if the team is certain that he will play in the upcoming game. This is especially true of key players," end quote. Don't know what key player means, but we see this all the time in the NFL. Guys end up in the injury list or on the injury report, and they're listed as questionable. Most likely, they'll play, but they still have to be listed. It's part of the rule to be transparent with things. I guess the interesting thing here is not sure who leaked the report, if it came from Brady or the Bucs, who knows, but it's clear this shouldn't have gone out. The article goes on to say the commissioner has the power to hand down multiple different punishments, including the suspension of anyone involved, end quote. Can you imagine what Roger Goodell is thinking right now? He has an opportunity to punish Tom Brady once more. You don't think he'll take advantage of that? I put it to you this way. If Roger Goodell can find wrongdoing, he will punish. Now, we all know training camp is around the corner, and given that this is a primary 49ers channel, I wanted to pose a question. Which rookie are you looking forward to watching this preseason? Well, the obvious answer for most is Trey Lance, number 3 overall pick. But who else are you excited to watch? For me, it's a guy that may have a bigger role in this offense than we anticipate. And that is rookie out of Ohio State, Trey Sermon. Now, if you were studying some Justin Fields tape this past offseason, you couldn't help but notice Trey Sermon's ability to run. I mean, he didn't put up huge numbers, but in important games where it mattered most, where you needed to establish a great running game, like the Northwestern game, Clemson game, he was phenomenal, garnering 331 rushing yards against Northwestern with a pair of touchdowns, a big reason why Ohio State was able to make it to the national title game. Now, the final game, unfortunately, was cut short for Trey Sermon. He just went out with an injury literally in the first play of the game, which was really unfortunate. But for those who don't know, Trey actually played his first few years with Oklahoma, played with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. So why would he transfer his senior year to another school? According to SportingNews, it was a large part because of playing time. Also in 2019, Sermon was dealing with a knee injury, which kept him out for most of the year. But it appears that Sermon made the right move at the end of the day to transfer over to Ohio State and play with Justin Fields. He really got the recognition, played in some big games, and I'm sure his draft stock went up because of the results. Now with the 49ers, I expect Sermon to have a big role in the Shanahan offense, and I can't wait to see it. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more 49ers and just NFL news in general. Thank you all for the support, and as always, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.